Hello Libra, welcome to your June reading. I'm gonna jump right into it. I'll do some oracle cards for you and we'll see what guidance we can pull out for the month of June for you. Seems like you're trying to stay away from something here, from what I see at the bottom. Okay, I'll get you some oracle cards. You can still see these. We get you some moon cards. You've got full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. So interesting, you have the death card here as your obstacle. So there's definitely something related to possibly some stuff here that you need to release. Okay, because I see a general theme of that going on in your tarot too. So let's see what else. I'll get you a frequency card. Let's see what the vibe for the month is. You've got nurture in reversed. And I'll get you an astrology card. And then we'll get started. Twelfth house escape. Some of you, you're definitely trying to avoid something, avoid some kind of a conflict, some kind of a situation here, some kind of a toxic situation that you need to release. Okay. And with death being your challenge, I feel like you're trying to take some action here towards something new. I feel like you're trying to plant new seeds in a particular direction. But what I'm getting very strongly is that you have a lot of dead weight. Okay, there was a very strong, specific message that came through. There's a lot of dead weight around you. Now, I don't know what that means to you. It could mean different things for different people. There's some stuff here that you're definitely processing through, and I feel like you're rushing too much this process of dealing with past situations. Now, you could either swing into extremes. You're either rushing the process of letting go of things, or you're having a difficult time of letting go of things. whatever this is, if you're finding yourself in these two extremes, you know, you kind of need to pay attention to which extreme you're going in any particular day, because I feel like this plays out throughout the month. Okay, you could be waking up one day and say, I'm done with this, you know, to hell with it, I'm just going somewhere else, I'm doing something else. And then you can swing to the other extreme, where you just don't want something to end, you don't want to let go of something. I'm also hearing for some of you, you're getting some misguided information. Okay, whatever you think it is not. I don't know why that came through. It's very specific. Whatever you think it is, it's not. Okay, so take that if that's message for you. There's definitely a conversation here that needs to be had, okay, with this full moon in Gemini, because this is about communication. We just had a new moon in Gemini, so maybe something popped up around that time. That new moon was around the 30th of May or 31st, depending on where you are. So it seems like you need to talk about something here with specific someone, or maybe you are looking for answers, but just pay attention to what kind of answers are coming to you. If it doesn't align with your internal truth, then ignore it, because it doesn't align with you, okay? So, and you've got time to release negativity. Yeah, again, the idea of extremes comes up very strongly here. Okay, that swing between rushing through something and holding on to things that aren't good for you. Okay, whichever side of that spectrum you find yourself to be in. I'm also getting with this 12th house being here, you also have the High Priestess, which is the same thing. It's a 12th house thing. There's something here about paying attention to your dreams. You might be getting insights into something, you know, like you have high spiritual capabilities. The fact that the High Priestess and 12th house shows up twice here is the same kind of theme. You might be getting answers from other realms, from your spiritual guides, from, you know, whatever deity you work with, angels, you know, whatever floats your boat. That could be something that comes your way. Pay attention to your dreams, but this card is also a warning to not bury your head in the sand when it comes to a situation, because the 12th house has a tendency to gloss over things or idealize or fantasize too much as a way of coping. Okay, it's a coping mechanism. So that could go either way. Okay. But I feel like this is a major power that you have at your disposal this month, because the High Priestess shows up in your skills position, what you have that you can use to get yourself through the month. So I feel like your intuition plays a role into it. So you might need to pay attention to that. You also have this nurture in reversed here. This could have two meanings. Either you're not taking very good care of yourself, okay, because it's in reverse. This talks about self-nurture, or it talks about nurturing others. Either you are neglecting yourself in spite of others to nurture others, or there is others in your life that need your nurturing. Okay, so whatever that may be for you, because it has many interpretations. When nurture shows up in reverse, to me, it kind of indicates a lack of self-nurture. Okay, or maybe you're in an environment where you're not being nurtured, you're not being supported or cared for. Okay, I'm not saying that like you're a baby and you need that stuff, but everybody needs nurture from their environment. Okay, if an environment is not conducive for your well-being, then you know you're just not good in there. So And again, maybe you are dealing with someone that needs your support, that needs your nurture. And kind of interesting, you have the Six of Cups here showing up too, which it's kind of a similar thing where you're giving your affection and your warmth to someone else, or someone is giving it to you. Okay, there's a very sweet energy showing up here for you. So it could be something tied up to this nurture situation. Could also be someone that is flirting heavily with you, okay, because you've got this moon in Gemini. It's a very flirtatious type of energy, and the Six of Cups can be someone that is showing you affection or something like that. So as far as your tarot, again, as I mentioned, there's something here that you need to release, and it seems you're having a hard time to do so. And you have a lot of very fresh new energy here. But again, there's a lot of heaviness that comes from the past too. There's a lot of past energy showing up here. Okay, you've got Death, the Tower, and Judgment, and the Six of Cups. These are all past energy to me that's showing up. But these pages and this Fool card and this Knight of Wands, this is fresh new energy that is popping in, okay? And there's probably somebody that is entering your life, could be a fire sign, so you might want to watch out for that. Not necessarily love related, but there could be someone showing up for you in a way that is just showing you interest, support, okay? Somebody that is giving you some energy maybe. But you start out with this King of Wands, which is brilliant because, you know, the King of Wands, you find yourself being very confident, very cocky, maybe a little bit too cocky, because you've got this Knight of Wands right underneath it. So I don't know, I mean, this could be you, because the King of Wands is representing your energy as you're entering the month, as you feel throughout the month. You definitely feel very confident and very sure of yourself. You know, you feel sure of where you're headed, where you're going. You know, the kind of stuff that you're going to be encountering, you feel confident that you can deal with it, okay? These are the warrior archetypes, by the way. You've got the king, the knight, and the page here. These are warrior archetypes. When I look at the King of Wands, this is someone that just kind of goes into battle and it's got all that bravado and all of that, you know, energy behind it. So you definitely feel very energized this month about something. It could be a new beginning for some of you. You're going on some kind of a journey. But again, you've got some dead weight with you that's showing up here. Because this death is your challenge. So I feel like that's a challenge for you to let something go, to let something die. Something that has outlived its purpose. You also have Tower here that is a past energy. So something did happen in the past. Okay, something quite shocking. Okay, quite destabilizing. And it's probably something related to that. Okay, to the past, a past situation that maybe has ended abruptly. But, you know, you left sort of lingering with, you know, whatever aftermath of that is, something you're having to deal with right now, this month, because it's showing up again. So I'll clarify a little bit this death, see what this is about. Could also be a past relationship that is resurfacing for you. That may be the dead weight you're carrying around, because there's definitely something resurfacing here with this Judgment card. You've got Death and Judgment. A lot of Scorpio energy, Libra. You've got that 3 times emphasized here. So maybe something happened during the eclipses in the Scorpio, Taurus, you know, in that period of time of 2 weeks or so in around the eclipses. Yeah, a lot of releasing, a lot of death, a lot of rebirth happening here. again, that theme of refusing to move on, because the Eight of Wands talks about movement. It's like there's a challenge for you to move on, okay? Because I feel like you're being swept up by something. It's like there's like a current that's sweeping you up, but there is something here that holds you put, okay? You've got the Fool here too, that's right underneath it. There's kind of like a doorway opening for you, but there is it's like an anchor somewhere behind you. I know I get visual interpretation, so it's kind of hard for me to explain, but there's some sort of an anchor here. I hope that makes sense. It's like a bump in the road or something. I don't know what that is. It's like it's difficult for you to move forward with something, even though you have all the energy, all the confidence to do it. But there's either some sort of delay here, or there's some sort of again, something from the past showing up that you have to deal with, or maybe something you have a hard time letting go of, because this showed up here, okay, to release negativity. There could be something negative you're holding on to, okay? It could be some emotional baggage, or some kind of mental thing. So that could be different for many people, because there's so much scorpionic energy here. It's like there's definitely some kind of a release, some kind of a death that needs to happen. Because I feel like you want to plant seeds, some kind of new seeds somewhere else, okay? Because you've got a lot of new energy coming your way. Either these are people, or maybe you're rushing to go somewhere, to start a new life. There's a new chapter opening up for you here. I feel like this is something you want desperately. But at the same time, you have some past energy showing up this month. Okay, some of you is a relationship, some of you is going to be, I don't know, something else. But there's two dimensions overlapping here, the new and the old. And like I said, you with the High Priestess being your strength and your skill this month, it's the way you're navigating this is going to be very much intuition. Okay, everything is going to be intuition. It's not going to be logical or anything like that. You've got no swords cards here at all, okay, which is weird for a Libra reading because you are an air sign. You do have this moon card here, the Gemini moon, but it's very water and fire type of thing. A lot of fire energy. So your intuition might be quite like an impulse, like some kind of a tingling sensation or something like that, where you might be getting some kind of a download or something where, you get the idea of what's going on. Or maybe you're getting a lot of dreams, a lot of premonitions. Yeah, it's quite interesting because you've got water, water, water. A lot of water on top of each other. It's almost like you already know all the answers, Libra, to your situation. Okay, you know it on some kind of subconscious level. You understand what's going on. But it's like your ego is getting in the way, maybe, or something. Whatever it was, something disrupted your existence here. Because the Tower is the energy that is leaving your life. So something crashed recently. Now, some of you, whatever crashed in the past, there is an attempt at resurrecting it, or maybe you are hoping to resurrect it, or something like that. But you also have all of this new stuff popping up. So it's probably going to be an overlapping of multiple situations for you. Tell me about this Knight of Wands. Trying to see what's this thing coming up. Could be a person for some of you, a friend or something. There is some kind of a work opportunity, or there is an opportunity here to patch things up with someone, to get on the same page, to collaborate. It could be that you're rushing into some kind of a project here, if this is you, or it could be that is someone coming your way. You've got a lot of people depicted here, okay, pages and stuff. So, you know, it could be that this is either you trying to create something new here, because there's a lot of creation happening here as well, or it's just that you're trying to get together with other people for whatever reason. Some of you, this is a relationship resurfacing, like I mentioned. Could be someone coming your way with some kind of an offering, or, you know, the Knight of Wands, however, it's a very inconsistent energy if this is someone you've dealt with before in the past. And it sort of feels like this person might come your way and try to patch things up, or try to, you know, get on the same page, or be amiable with you. But, you know, because of the inconsistency and because of the flakiness of the Knight of Wands, I don't know if you can rely on this situation or this person, okay? But it could be for many of you, there's some kind of an opportunity here showing up, okay? Because you do have pages and the Fool. So, yeah. I'm trying to dig deeper to see what's this coming up. For some of you, it's just plain simple. There's an opportunity here to collaborate with someone. It could also be an opportunity for you to go into some kind of a group meeting, a group trip or vacation or something like that. So it could be quite mundane in that way. So there is some kind of a soul connection showing up here. But again, you know, the Three of Pentacles and the Lovers, I feel like this is kind of a third party situation. I'm not going to lie. Because they're, you know, the Lovers, usually when I see it showing up next to threes, there's usually too many people in that situation. Either that, or you're dealing with someone that is very, very inconsistent, but you have some kind of a bond with this person, an unusually strong bond. Or maybe it's someone you've been with for a long time, or, you know, you have some kind of a trauma bonding situation. So, I don't know. Yeah, a love situation does seem to show up here more and more. It's probably someone that's showing you a lot of interest, okay? But it's not, I don't know, it's like, it's kind of not consistent interest, I would say. I mean, if it's someone new, yeah, just keep that in mind. This person doesn't seem very consistent. If it's someone you've dealt with before, then, you know, you already know the inconsistency. Yeah, definitely something flaky going on here. Okay. Because this shows up in your environment, I was trying to figure out what that Page of Wands is about. There is something going on here. If this is a person, or there's some situation here that's not entirely what it seems to be. Okay, if it's too good to be true, it's probably not. You know the saying. So, because this shows up, you know, outside of you, you know, in your vicinity, in your environment. This could be a person, or it could be just a specific situation that you may not trust. Okay, for this to show up is kind of like a red flag for you to pay attention to if you're dealing with someone that's kind of flaky and in and out or whatever. For many of you Libras out there, there is someone coming back from the past here for you. I don't know if it's the same person that's flaky, or it's someone else, or this is a new person. I mean, you decide, you'll see what's going on. But I kind of get the impression this is a past situation coming back around. It could be that this is the person you need to release. It's like you've got like a merry-go-round situation where, you know, it's kind of always the same. Things end, then they come back, and then, you know, on and on you go. Well, whatever this is, there's a lot of silence going on here. You've got the High Priestess there and the Four of Swords. I mean, if there is someone coming back from the past, I don't know if you're giving this person the silent treatment, or if it's not something specific from the past coming back. Maybe this is you trying to contemplate on the situation, trying to put everything on pause to come up with some kind of realization or a solution or something. Or it's very likely that what is hidden from you is going to start showing up, you know, like I said, in dreams or in meditation, or, you know, you're going to find some answers to a particular situation. Now, if you're expecting someone to come back from the past, I mean, that possibility is definitely there, but, you know, I'm getting the impression somebody is ignoring someone else, or not replying, or, you know, blocking things. Trying to dig a little deeper here. I feel like this is someone you haven't spoken to in a very, very long time, because there's a lot of silence going on here. Or, you know, there's going to be a lot of silence in the month of June. Yeah, I don't see you being in any hurry to grab this bull by the horns. Like you're not going anywhere in this direction. It does sort of feel like you're contemplating a lot on the past, Libra. Even if it's not a specific event that brings up the past back into your life, I feel like you're spending a lot of time contemplating on the past. But there's a desire here in you to resurrect something. And it's almost like you're kind of thinking, okay, is that a good idea for me to invest in the past, or should I just move on? Because you've got a lot of fresh energy showing up here, but there's also, you've got like one foot into the past. And I see you contemplating a lot on whether or not you should invest into this situation. If this is a love situation or something else, I don't know. But I don't see you rushing to get into this. But there is some sort of a rushed energy here, possibly. You know, you might be rushing into something new while at the same time still thinking about the past, still thinking about, well, what if I just, you know, go back to the past, or go back to the way things used to be. Because the Six of Cups is not necessarily referring to love or relationship. This is a kind of a nostalgic kind of energy where you just kind of reminisce about how things used to be. Okay, but in like in a really positive, almost, you know, daydreamy kind of way, like romanticize the past a little bit, I would say. So it just could be that you're just kind of romanticizing the past and just thinking about it. So yeah, that was your reading, Libra. It was an interesting one. There's a lot going on here for you. Definitely a lot of changes and a lot of death and letting go and trying to let go. All right, Libra, I wish you the best. I'll see you next time. Bye.